For the first time, we have the 2024 Alfa Romeo Tonale Veloce done in Verde Fangio. The first Tonale we had on the channel was in Verde Fangio, but it was a TI spec and a pre-production spec. Now we have this, the Veloce, the top spec trim for 2024, but in this beautiful green paint. I'm here to show it off to you guys today. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where behind me is a Verde Fangio Alfa Romeo Tonale. I know Verde Fangio, I know it sounds weird. Here in the United States, that's what it's called. They don't call it Verde Montreal. So we have Verde Fangio, and I have it in a Veloce spec here at Alfa Romeo Daytona Beach. So I want to show it off for you guys, do a spec breakdown. We have almost $7,000 worth of options on this thing, so we gotta check it out, see what it's all about. It's been a little bit since we've had a Tonale on the channel, so with that said, I want to get right to it, show this thing off, and just go all around this beautiful vehicle from Alfa Romeo, the Tonale plug-in hybrid. Would you look at this thing? Man, this looks gorgeous. Now the sun is about to duck away behind a couple of clouds, and it may come in and out, but it kind of gives you a full detailed kind of perspective on what this Verde Fangio paint can do. It's a deeper kind of forest green when there's no sun on it at all, and then when there's some sun on it, you can definitely see that metallic flake kind of looks like a big leprechaun in a sense. I mean that in a good way, if there's a good way to even put that. Maybe I just botched it, who knows? But either way, I love this green paint. Obviously it is Alfa Romeo's most expensive paint, and it, you know, it takes after Verde Montreal, so we know this paint very well. We've had it on the channel plenty of times before. But as you guys can see, we are here with another Alfa Romeo Tonale, but again, we have not had a Veloce done here in Verde Fangio, so this is our first one done in this color. But we've seen the Veloce before, and obviously we know that this is the top trim level for the Alfa Romeo Tonale lineup. We have the Sprint starting off, we have the TI, and then we have the Veloce. Now, what we're looking at here, well, standard, the Veloce comes with a couple of things. You know, it's a blackout package when it comes to the grille and the badges, standard 19-inch diamond cut wheels. So all that stuff that we've seen before, it comes standard on this model here. And then it allows you for the Veloce to option some things out as well. What we have here is around $6,750 worth of options, so just under $7,000. So first off, looking at the front of the vehicle, Alfa's new design language. You know, I am definitely curious to see if Alfa carries over this design language into the new B SUV, because we know the new 33 Stradale has been introduced, and by the time that that comes out, well, I mean, the design language is really going to take after that. I feel like the Tonale may have its own design language and may last a few years before Alfa Romeo puts out the new stuff. Now, the BSUV is supposed to be introduced hopefully by the beginning of next year, and it may be introduced as a 2025 model in 2024. So I want to say this is the future design language from Alfa Romeo, but I'm not exactly sure, because the next car coming out may take after the new 33 Stradale, which is a completely different design language. But if this is the only design language that comes out for this model, I enjoy it. I'm glad that it's distinguished. This just looks so aggressive, so sharp. The black on the Veloce model, like the Scudetto up here in the Trellobo with the Alfa Romeo insignia, and the black down here at the bottom, the aggressive, you know, kind of triangular cut grille with the chevron pattern going down there. I mean, all of that looks so good and aggressive. The actual airflow through here, this is actually functional here for cooling on the radiator, looks really good. The slits here, or slides or slats, or, you know, vents, cuts, whatever you want to call them there, they look really good. The curves and everything up front, the sharp lines, the curves incorporated, is very good Italian design per usual. And then the new tri-LED headlamps just look phenomenal. We'll see those all lit up. For the American spec, you do get the lovely looking amber reflector there. You gotta love it. Wish we had the white like everybody else, but you know, here we are. Then we'll take a step back and look at it all together. And again, I love the way that this looks. The Tonale just has a very aggressive look up front. Now the side is very reserved, but it's very Italian. So you have the kind of phone dial style wheels. All right, diamond cut again, 19-inch aluminum wheels, monochrome center cap, Alfa Romeo script on the Brembo brakes with the red calipers here. All right, so it all looks good together. You take a step back, and we've seen this wheel before on Alfa Romeo models. You can upgrade your wheel as well for these models. So the Veloce will get two different wheel styles, but this is the standard wheel for the Veloce. The Veloce has the badge done in black, of course, on the front fender, lets you know what we're going with here. And then you can see we do also have the Vesuvio gray body kit. Now, I'm pretty sure you can get this in black as well, but that might just be the Stelvio. The Stelvio, your body kit for the wheel well, the side skirts and everything like that, you can get in Volcano black. The Tonale, it may only let you do it in Vesuvio gray as we're seeing here today. So just something to keep in mind. You do have a gloss black mirror cap though, and you have the Italian flag incorporated. Looks really good. Just a nice little kind of Easter egg there that just, it's a good homage there. Window moldings done in black. All right, looks really good. And then we have a big roof here, done in glass, and that is an option. That is not standard, so keep in mind we'll see that in the sticker breakdown. Shark fin antenna done in gloss black as well to tie it together. Some symmetry there. And that is your fuel door. The other side is actually your plug-in door, because remember, this is a PHEV. All right, we only get the plug-in hybrid models here in the United States. So all of our Tonales are gonna have two doors. Right side is gonna be fuel door. Left side is gonna be your charging door. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Can't skip over the back because we have that signature taillight bar for the Tonale going across. We'll see that illuminated shortly as well. Tonale badge and the Alfa Romeo insignia right there in the center. Commands a lot of attention right there. All right. Then we have the tri-LED kind of set up to match the same energy as the front of the vehicle in the rear. So I do love the homage to the front by doing the same thing in the rear. We love it. For the Veloce, you do get exhaust tips. For the TI, you do not. For the Sprint, you do not. So keep in mind, we got some pipes. We got some real pipes. We'll kind of fire it up. There's not a lot to hear, but we'll fire it up so you guys can hear that. And then this big piece here is done with with Vesuvio gray, just to match the side skirts and also the wheel wells here as well. So it's all matching, all flowy. Now it looks a lot darker back here, but again, that sun's behind clouds, so it's gonna make it look darker, but when that sun is on it, you'll kind of see that Vesuvio gray metallic pop. All right, so you will see that as well. So stepping back, putting it all together, not a bad look. I'm still a bigger fan of the front than the side and the rear. And now that sun's kind of coming out for a quick second, you can kind of see the gray there, but take my word for it. You guys have seen this before. Under the hood of the Tonale, well, we're looking at a 1.3 liter multi-air turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that pumps out 285 horsepower, 347 pound-feet of torque, and that is driven by a 15.5 lithium-ion battery pack. All right, so we have a couple of things going on when it comes to underneath the hood. Again, this is another taboo thing with Alfa Romeo because we're not used to something like this when it comes to the power plant. Now, something that is taboo when it comes to Alfa Romeos is electrification, but not on the Tonales. I mean, the first Alfa Romeo that's a PHEV. And the EV side of things, where you can see our charging door here, is they'll give you 360 miles of range on a total MPG setup. If you want fully electric range, all electric range, you can get 33 miles out of this Alfa Romeo. 29 MPGs rated for the fuel economy. Altogether, that's 77 MPGe. So as you guys can see, we can plug this in and go for it on a level 2 charger, looking at about an hour or so for a full 33 mile charge. On a level 1, I think it's a few hours there, but then you have your regular fuel tank on this side as well, and it's unleaded fuel, regular fuel for the Tonale. So again, this is just, it's different. It's different having a fuel door and having a plug-in door for electrification for the Tonale, but I mean, that fuel economy is going to help you out in today's economy. When it comes to your pockets, it's just saving money. Let's see what's in the rear. We got a low latch there to let everything up. As you guys can see, we have a privacy shade here to protect your belongings. Plenty of space, 60-40 split, and a center feed through. Oh, what could be in here? Well, it is a plug-in hybrid, right? We need to charge your car. So we have a level 2, if I can get it out of the bag. That was very, very elegant, Ron. A level 2 charger for the Alfa Romeo Tonale. So you guys can see the script there. You can see the plug there. So this is what you're going to use to plug in your car. All right. So then we got carpets. All right. And then you can see a couple of lights on each side for the dark. The key for that. Lift up, and we have a tire inflate kit. We also have your front plate kit, just in case you need a front plate. And then a couple of tools, but nothing much more back here, all right? Not a ton of space underneath that false floor. Really, you're gonna get it all right here. But as you can see, as I step back, it's plenty of space. And while the sun has tucked away for a little bit, let's take a look at the tri-LEDs, which use running lights as a switchback to the amber turn signal. And then you have the LED headlamp there as well, showing off. Looks really good. And then we'll take a step back so you see it all together. Definitely, like I said, it's road presence. It definitely commands some road presence when you see these on the road. And then the amber turn signal in the mirror cap there. And then once we come to the rear, you will see that light bar illuminated, which looks really cool. The tri-LED look is, again, I wish all of these flash instead of just this piece here on the end. I wish all these did the same thing as the front to match that same energy, but I'm not gonna be that nitpicky, but you know, that's just on my wish list. Take a step back, put it all together, and there we are. The car is on and you can't even hear it because of it running off of the EV portion, and it's just so weird that I'm standing behind it and it's not making any noise. Now, if you guys haven't already, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. Once you give the video a like, it helps grow the channel and I get more opportunities to get more beautiful cars like this Verde Fangio Veloce behind me here today. Now, we've gone over the Tonale interiors before, but of course I gotta show off the spec. I can't get away with not doing that, right? So, black or Nero, so you see it throughout. All right, you have the stitching done in the headrest, the perforated leather, everything done in black. The door paneling, everything done in black. We do have a little bit of aluminum there for the door handle, but other than that, you can see all the soft touches and the hard touches when it comes to the plastic. You also see the door switches here as far as the window controls, the mirror controls, and your back window locks. All right, childproof. You also see your big speaker here and cup holder here. Aluminum for the side sill here as well. You will see the pedals with a nice kind of aluminum trim to them. And then you will see, step inside, the lighting controls here. All right, you will also see the speedo control there. You will see a little bit of the trim piece that goes along the center here behind the touchscreen and everything, because that is part of ambient lighting setup when you have the Tonale, which is really cool. Turbine vents, which we're used to for the Tonale. You will also see the nice flat bottom steering wheel done in leather. You have your driver assistance controls here. All right, you have your radio controls and menu controls here. So like changing the menus up here for the speedo, I can go up and I can change it to the hybrid info. I can go up and change it, and you can see the charge and power. All that good stuff is done through the menu controls here. If I wanted to actually change the layout of the speedo here, I just press this button here and you'll see that we have different layouts when it comes to the speedo there. All right, so tons of information. If you guys want to do a deeper dive into the new TFT screen or digital speedo, make sure you guys check out my other videos. I did a deep dive into that as well. Big column mounted aluminum paddle shifters, as you guys can see back here, look really good. Alfa per usual, right? And then we have Uconnect 5 in the Tonale, something that the 2024 Giulias and Stelvios do not have. So take advantage of this system in the Tonale because it gives you everything. It's such a great system. Maserati has it. A lot of Stellantis products have it. And it's just a very intuitive, very performing screen. Speaking of performing, your performance and everything here, but it's just the resolution is great, the response is great. It's just got everything you need in it, guys. So definitely Uconnect 5 is a big reason to get into the Tonale itself. Now you do have underneath that your HVAC controls there, dual zone. You have right here your DNA selector. We have advanced efficiency, which is, best fuel economy. That's going to put you into your fully electric mode if you're in advanced efficiency. So if you have any miles left, if you have any of those 33 miles, you will use it in advanced efficiency. You also have natural mode, everyday driving. You have dynamic, which is your most sportiest out of the driving. You also turn on your dampers to soften those. You can do that as well. And you have an independent turn off your traction button. Just hold that over to the right and your traction will turn off. That's the first in these Alfa Romeo models to be able to turn off your traction. 12 volt there, USB-C, USB 2.0, wireless charger right here. 2-track system for your gear selector here. All right, you can go all the way down and over for manual mode. You can also see the electric park brake, the radio control, just a quick volume knob there, and then your e-save mode for electrification, and again, for saving on your battery. And then you have your parking sensors there. Italian flag, just a nice little tidbit there, to spruce it up. Cup holders here as well, armrest in the center, but there's not much to be said underneath there. And then you have your big roof right up top there. Again, the Tonale, we've gone over the interior of this before. I just kind of want to breeze through this so you guys can see everything in this beautiful car. But we have a couple of things in the package, as far as options that we need to go over, because this has a few options. This is not a standard look on a Tonale when it comes to the interior, but it's still pretty good. Now the rear is matching the same energy up front, so you will see the same Nero setup. You will see the perforated leather seats, the stitching, everything done in black. All right, you will see that we have a USB 2.0, a USB-C with our HVAC here. Our pouches are done in leather for extra stowage. You also see, if I undo that, a big armrest here to pull back, and you will see the cup holders here and the center feed through. Not a lot of visibility back here though when it comes to seeing behind you, so having that 360 camera setup is key. Now you get a little bit of light from the big sunroof there, but not as much as you would like in the rear. If you take a seat back here, I was sitting comfortably up front, and you will see that I have decent amount of space when it comes to the rear. My knees aren't necessarily touching the back, so I can sit back here comfortably and still fit two back here, with a little bit of leg room. You also will see on your door paneling that we have our soft touch plastics, our kind of like aluminum material kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure what to call this. This is an aluminum door handle there, and then more soft touches here with stitching for the door paneling on the armrest, and then the window controls, a little cup holder there, and your speaker here. So very minimal in the rear, very simple, very chill, very to the point when it comes to the Tonale being a passenger. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the 2024 Alfa Romeo Tonale Veloce all-wheel drive. So starting price base is $47,995 for the Veloce. Then after these additional options that we have on a specific car, you're looking at $56,340. Now that $6,750 worth of options doesn't really add up, but then you have the $1,595 destination. That's what takes it to this total price. So then it makes sense. So here we are. Now, again, like the fuel economy, to explain it, as you guys can see, is 77 mpge, 29 mpg. So again, with the plug-in hybrid setup, it's gonna be a little different than what you normally see on the sticker when it comes to your fuel economy and environment. Now, with that said, the additional options that we have on here, well, we have the most expensive paint you can get, and that is Verde Fangio metallic exterior paint. They have to put in parentheses here green, because obviously a lot of people here in America might not know that Verde means green. Now, obviously we're used to Verde Montreal. It is Verde Fangio here in the United States. Now, you also have the premium interior package at $1,500 That's going to give you the perforated leather, all right? And you also have the ventilated front seats as well. So that is your premium interior package. Then your active assist package, $18.50. That is going to give you your automatic dimming rear exterior mirror and your active driving assist system with your surround view camera system and your park sense front, rear, and side. So you also have that for park assist. And then you have your power moonroof at $1,200. That's your options for this Tonale for 2024. Now, you can do a couple other things, like you can upgrade the wheels, and you can do a couple more interior things, like getting the Alcantara interior, stuff like that. We still have yet to see that on the channel. Let's wait for one of those to come in so I can do a full video on the Alcantara seating. But that's basically it when it comes to the options. There's only a couple more things you can do. So we have a lot of options on this Tonale. Now, when you're looking at your warranty, it's a little different than what you're used to from Alfa. You have a basic 4-year, 50,000, that's normal. Powertrain, 4-year, 50,000, that's normal. But you have an 8-year, 100,000 hybrid system for your limited warranty there, and 8-year, 100,000 mile high voltage battery warranty as well. Then you have your roadside assistance, and the warranty details may differ in zero emission states, so you have to go from state to state when it comes to some of this stuff. All right, so then we have our standard options, our standard equipment on the Veloce trim. Remember, the Veloce is the top of the line for the Alfa Romeo Tonale. So with that said, you're gonna get everything that you see here already right out of the packaging, and then you add the options that we added to see exactly the spec we have here today. But all of this stuff is standard on a Veloce without any options added to it. So again, I like to show this off to you guys just in case you don't necessarily need any of these specific options and you just want a standard Veloce, standard paint, standard wheels, whatever else. This is what you would get if you went that route to save a little money. Keeping mind on that saving money part. If you lease these cars, I'm pretty sure they are eligible for the $7,500 tax credit here in the United States. So, I mean, basically all those options are free and some if you do that and you want to lease this model and then take that $7,500 tax credit and apply it to purchase, sale, or, at sale. So keep in mind, I'm pretty sure that's the case. That was the case earlier in the year. So could still be the case. I would ask about it. So at $56,000, this Veloce Tonale is basically the same price as a Veloce Stelvio. Well, which one would you rather take? Again, the options and everything, they're slightly different when it comes to what you can spec between the two and what they offer. But when you're shopping, maybe you want to go for the new plug-in hybrid technology, all that good stuff, or maybe you want to go with the Giorgio platform for the Stelvio. That's an interesting buy. I don't want to be the one making that decision because that's going to be a tough one. But I know a lot of people are very accustomed to the Giorgio platform, so they're going to stick with the Stelvio. They know what it offers. But then some people, gas is essential, new technology is essential, and then you get a new design language. Maybe you want to stick with what's new. Drop those comments down below. What are you guys thinking about that? And what do you guys think about this Verde Fangio 2024 Tonale? I mean, this is beautiful. In my eyes, it just commands the room, and I'm glad we get to stand next to it here today. But with that said, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Give the video a like. We'll help get it up in rankings. And then if you guys want to help further support the channel, check the links down in the description below. Man, I got a one-time link donation for my PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, my Patreon. Also, you guys want to check out my merch, you guys can get that as well. And make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rides video. Peace.